Yanthony Football League Fantasy. Fantasy Football League Yanthony. Hello, and a very warm welcome to Yanthony Fantasy Football League Episode 6, Game Week 7. Okay, so in a week where Dele Alli's being banned for one match for doing the two people, and what else happened? Carlo Ancelotti lost his job, and Arsenal find finally the joys of the Europa League. It's not quite Champions League, but there we go. So back to last week and what we did. So we had the musical challenge for 2 weeks ago with the interview with Two Noble Klinsmann that had a musical theme. So let's see how many you spotted.
I'm on my own. If I am like a master of the house. Saturday morning. What a beautiful morning. All I ask of you.
When day and night was like the last night of the world. Defy gravity past the point of no return. At the end of the day. And why, God, why? A season of love.
Dancing through life.
Pretty good, huh? I'm singing those ditties all the way to work and back. Also, it was just kind of like results week this week on episode 6 on Yanthony Fantasy Football League. So before we go into the results of how Mystic Norman did, let's go to a commercial break.
2, 3, 4. Fantasy football team, fantasy. Fantasy football team, Anthony.
Milk! Ugh! It's what Ian Rush drinks. Ian Rush? Yeah, and he said if I didn't drink lots of milk, when I grow up, I'm going to be good enough to play for Accrington Stanley. Accrington Stanley? Who are they? Exactly. Nah, get off. Give me some. Get off.
Two, three, four. Fantasy football team, fantasy. Fantasy football team, Anthony.
And we're back. And I promise you the results of Mystic Norman's Game Week 6 predictions. So let's see how well Mystic Norman did. His name is Norman. He is a psychic, but not really. His name is Norman. He is a psychic, but not really. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. If it wasn't for the fact he probably still begrudges Stuart running off to New York, he might have predicted a Norman Conquerors win as well. That would have been a good accumulator to put on with Ladbrokes last week. But yeah, so to this week's game week fixtures, I'm up against Kelvin. Kelvin, you've got to have a win here, son. I've won 3 on the bounce, so I'm pretty chuffed. And as we say, Norman Conquerors are flying high, at the top of the charts, 6 out of 6 wins. The game that really draws my attention is Peepington Stanley against Manchester United. Chris has had a couple of banging weeks, if you see his total at the moment. So maybe have a little dip into his team to see how he's doing at the moment. Remember, Sergio Aguero's just had a car accident, so maybe don't pick him this week. But choose your transfers wisely. And again, remember, you've still got maybe your wild card to play. You've still got your triple captain to play. So maybe these are the weeks you guys should be thinking about doing that. But yeah, I promise to have an interview back on the cards next week. But for me, for now, walla-lubba-dub-dub. Yanthony Football League Fantasy. Fantasy Football League Yanthony.
Bilbo Baggins.
Bollocks to him.